Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Good evening and welcome to Catoosa, Oklahoma. Tonight, the Blanchard Lions take on the Poteau Pirates. It's the Class 4A football semifinals. My name is Todd Lisenby. Drake Vitito alongside the great Nate in the booth with us as well here at Frank McNabb Field in Catoosa. Drake, it's a football-y night outside tonight.
It is. The weather, you couldn't really ask for more football-y weather, but as far as this game goes, what a blessing, first off, it is to be able to call just a semifinal game, period. There's not a lot of high school teams, no matter what class you go to. There's just not a lot of teams that say, hey, we get to be in this moment right here, like Coach Craig said on the Coach Show on Tuesday, go make a memory. And that's what this Blanchard Lions team has a chance to do tonight against the Poteau Pirates. Poteau not a stranger at all to this Blanchard Lions team, especially in the playoffs. Blanchard's dropped the last two to Poteau in their past two meetings, but here in the semifinals, I believe it is the furthest along in the playoffs that these two teams have met. And I'm excited to see what this Poteau Pirates team is made of. Very similar in terms of play style that Blanchard has seen in their opponents the past couple of weeks. Poteau's very run-heavy. But with that being said, if Blanchard can get off to a quick start here and make Poteau play from behind, I think more than anything when it comes to keys to the game, that's the big thing for Blanchard, because Poteau does a lot of weird looks. They're going to be a run-dominant team, but when it comes to playing a full 4 quarters, just have to be locked in. Because as you saw last week, Newcastle and Poteau was pretty close in that score, all the way up to about midway through the third, and Poteau pulled away. So got to have a full 4 quarters here from your Blanchard Lions offense and defense if they want to pull out with the win, get a shot at a state title matchup.
Well, Poteau comes in at 12-0 on the season, and the Pirates, they challenged themselves in non-district. They played Bishop Kelly, who's a team that made the 5A quarterfinals, got beat last week by Bishop McGinnis, and beat Bishop Kelly 24-21. They beat Metro Christian, who has always been a tough team, 24-7, and beat Chandler, who's very good as well, 42-21. In conference, or in district play, I should say, they beat Fort Gibson 48-13, Medill 48-0, Hilldale 56-0, Broken Bow 50-12, Salisaw 28-13, if you want to do a score comparison with the team that Blanchard played last week. Ada 40-7, Stillwell 61-20, Miami 41-13, those last couple in the playoffs, and then Newcastle last week 28-18. Blanchard has won the toss. They've elected to defer, and the Lions will kick off as Osman Maldonado has it on the tee for Blanchard. And the kick's away and going to be returned from the 14-yard line. Up the left hash to the 20-25 and out to the 30-yard line. On the tackle that time in special teams for Blanchard, that was Asher McCaffrey. And it's 1st and 10 for Poteau right at the 31-yard line.
So imperative for this Blanchard defense to get hot early. They've really caught their stride in this playoff run. Was able to post a couple zeros, one against Tecumseh the last game of the season, and then one in that first round of the playoffs. So they've been hitting their stride. This Poteau offense is a little bit of a different beast, so we'll see how they do in this first drive.
Sam Tekla is the quarterback, and he goes on a quarterback sneak right up the middle and gets about 2 yards to the 33-yard line. They just tried to quick snap him there. That was actually not Tekla. That was Dax Collins on the quarterback sneak.
The big thing about this Poteau offense is that they're very quick out of the huddle into the snap, and what that means for Blanchard is that they're not going to have a lot of time to adjust to whatever offense they're going to see. Be watching for that as this stream goes along, because this is how Poteau operates. You don't have a lot of time to adjust. You just have to react.
2-yard gain for Collins. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 for Poteau from the 33-yard line. Just underway here in the state semifinals between Blanchard, the Lions, and the Pirates of Poteau. Collins this time pitches to Tekla, right side. Tekla out to the 35, to the 40. He's got room, and he's going to go. Tekla gets free into the secondary, and he's going to run for a 67-yard touchdown. And Poteau takes the early lead 6-0 just a minute and 2 seconds into this game.
It's tough. It's a tough matchup sometimes. I mean, this is what Poteau does. That quick lineup out of the huddle doesn't give the defense a lot of time to adjust, and the greatest compliment the coach could have gave on Tuesday was that they play hard every single snap. And you saw after that initial part opened up for the runner, he just shot the gap and he went all the way in for 6.
A little bit of swing and gate on the extra point here for Poteau. as they'll bring the lineman across now and attempt the extra point. The kicker is Ethan McBee, senior. And he's got it lined up for a chance to make it 7-0 Poteau. Snap is high, but the hold is down and the kick is good. Pirates lead 7-0. You're listening to Blanchard Lions football.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat.
Welcome back to Catoosa. Todd Lisenby alongside Drake Vitito. Early touchdown for Poteau. And the Pirates lead at 7-0 over Blanchard, just over a minute into this one, as McBee kicks it away. And it's going to be returned from the 13-yard line by Palmer out to the 20 to about the 22, and that's where he's taken down. And that's where Blanchard will have their first possession. Drake, let's meet the starters for the Blanchard offense tonight.
Absolutely. Let's start with the big boys up front. They've done so well the past couple of weeks. Ross Johnson, Ryder Dobbs, Trey Spencer, Blake Woods, Braden Heffernan, your starting offensive line. Carson Cooksey, your quarterback. Wide receiver suite of Reagan Palmer, Terrence Johnson, Brayson Carter, Cork Pierce. Running back suite, you'll see Mikhail Howell first, but Vaughn McIntyre, Tyler Hughes has been in recently as well these past couple of weeks.
Quick throw to Pierce on the outside, and Pierce gets free and scampers down the sideline out across the 30 to the 34 for a 12-yard gain. Exactly what you want to see on the first play from scrimmage for the Lions.
It's great to see Cork Pierce get some action early. He's had a little bit of an injury bug the past couple of weeks. Getting him starting off hot is a great sign for this Lions offense.
1st and 10, Blanchard at the 34. Cooksey takes the shotgun snap. Hands right up the middle. It's a big run for Howell out across the 40 as he pops free for 8 yards to the 42. We might have a shootout on our hands.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's so imperative for this Blanchard O-line, who's really caught their stride as of late, to just keep opening up those pathways for the running backs. The running game's been dominant these past couple weeks.
Blanchard going quick as Carter goes in motion. There's a flag before the play, and it's an offside on Poteau. So this will give Blanchard a free first down on the offside, and the ball moves up near midfield all the way out to the 47-yard line.
It's very important for this Blanchard offense to find their rhythm early. I know that's kind of been a little bit of a challenge as the season has gone on. They've done well the past couple of weeks with it, but with an offense like Poteau's just milking that clock, it's really imperative that this score stays 7 or below throughout the game.
On first down, it's a handoff to Howell. Howell gets bunched up right at the line of scrimmage, but he bounces free across midfield all the way down to the Poteau 48-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Lions, as for the first time tonight, they're into Pirate territory.
And one of the things that, this Blanchard offensive line knew going in to this game is that they were going to have a size advantage on the line of scrimmage. It's so true. Poteau has a big guy up front, but they should be able to lean on that run game for most of the game, if not all.
2nd and 5 from the Pirate 48. Carter in motion. It's a handoff again to Howell. Not much this time. He gets about a yard to the 47. And that was big number 73, Logan Randolph at 5'10", 280 that made the tackle for the Pirates.
Really like to see Blanchard kind of test this secondary of Poteau. I think, obviously, we've been saying it all year, they have the skills players to do it. They've tried to establish this run on this play. You're going to have to go to a passing play here soon. You got the playmakers to do it. Let's see what they dial up.
Big play here, 3rd down and 4 for the Lions at the Poteau 47. I almost said the Catoosa 47.
That's okay.
In the gun, Cooksey with Howell to his left. Cooksey, straight drop, looks right, throws right. Pierce with a great catch and a first down. That was a well-contested grab by Corrick Pierce at the Poteau 41-yard line. They needed 4 yards, and Pierce got them 6. First down, Lions.
Great catch in traffic there. Catching it up at the apex was Corrick Pierce. And also, really good awareness of where you are. A little bit past the sticks, enough for a first down. Make the catch. Lions offense rolling here early.
8.5 minutes to go, first quarter. 7-0 Blanchard trails. Carter in motion. It's a handoff to him, running left, looking to get the edge. He gets a block. He turns the corner, 40-35, and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Nice 7-yard run, good patient run that time from Brayson Carter.
We've said it all year about these skill position players. They really can challenge you on the edge if you're not disciplined and able to set that table. Brayson Carter is going to take advantage, and you saw it just right there.
2nd and 3 at the Poteau 34-yard line. Perryman in at tight end to the right side with Howell in the backfield to the right of Cooksey. It's a fake handoff to Howell. Cooksey keeps it. Cooksey dives forward for the first down inside the 30. The ball's loose. Poteau thinks they have it, and they do. It's a fumble recovered by Poteau at the 29-yard line, and Blanchard's defense will have to come out as Cooksey must have lost it going to the ground in the pile there. Poteau with the recovery, and now Blanchard's defense needs to make a stop.
The turnover bug just seems to hit Blanchard at the worst times, and during the times where they've been able to drive down the field. It's the one thing that Coach Craig talked about on the coaches show on Tuesday that the Lions cannot afford themselves to do, especially if they get down early, which they are now. Can't turn the ball over, can't give this Poteau offense more opportunities than they deserve.
Poteau to the line quickly as a handoff underneath and a big run out across the 40 to the 42. On the carry that time is Spencer Perry as Tekla's in at quarterback now. By the way, that first touchdown run was Jackson Summers. I think I said Tekla on the call. That was Jackson Summers on the touchdown run for Poteau. That's a first down out to the 41.
Knowing that Poteau's not going to pass the ball, if you can just get a couple of those early stops on those first and second downs, force them to do something on the offense that they're not really used to doing, that's the key here for Blanchard. Being successful in those early first and second downs, make them pass the ball, do something that they're not used to be doing. But it all starts with doing this work early.
On first down, it's a handoff right side. Another nice hole out across the 45 and more to midfield and knocked out of bounds with another first down. That's a gain of 11 on the run, as that was Holden Maddox on the carry. See a bunch of different guys get handoffs for Poteau, and it's so hard to identify, like you mentioned, Drake, with how quick they get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell who had the ball during that last play. To be honest. And Coach Craig said it, you're going to see a lot of different guys getting the ball, a lot of different weird formations, just not a whole lot of time to react to it if you're the Blanchard defense.
There's a handoff to the fullback right up the middle for a gain from the 48 down to the 46. That was Spencer Perry on the carry for 2 yards for Poteau. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
I wouldn't want to say it's a similar offense just because the quickness that they're using to get up to the line of scrimmage, but a little bit of a wing tee. It's similar, kind of similar to what Blanchard saw versus Piedmont. I'm sure it's a big reason why Piedmont or Blanchard schedules Piedmont in the first place is because in case you have to play a team like Poteau. But it's going to take it takes a bit just to get settled into the game with a style of offense and a quickness that this Blanchard defense hasn't been used to seeing. But good job there on that first down, short yardage.
2nd down and 8, man in motion, handoff underneath, and there's a carry down inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line. That was Hudson Maddox on the carry. Holden Maddox, excuse me. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 now. And this is not a Poteau team that's going to punt it on a 3rd and 1 from the Blanchard 40-yard line. So 4-down territory here. 2 downs for Poteau to try to get 4 yards.
Got to expect probably something up the middle. They haven't really tried to get that edge yet in this Poteau offense, but it's a good spot right here for this Blanchard defense. They've done so well the past couple of weeks. Respond to a test right here.
3rd and 4 at the 42. Man in motion. There's a pitch left side. That's the same play that the touchdown was scored on, and this time Gage Ellison comes up and gets him after a gain of 1.
Gage Ellison with a great response there. Linebackers for this Blanchard group has done so well. Him and Tyler Hughes has just been everywhere these past couple of weeks. Really good job on third down, but like you said, Todd, it's a 2-play drive right here, at least, to get that first down.
Ooh, they might be punting the ball here. Little surprising from Poteau to be punting it away on a 4th and 3 from the Blanchard 41.
Got to be careful here. Blanchard's gotten bit on the fake punt the past couple of weeks. Just be aware.
McBee is the kicker and the punter. He's back in punt formation, standing at his own 47. 2 Blanchard players back deep to receive it. McBee will punt it away. It's a high spiraling kick. It's going to hit at the 12 and be down at the 13-yard line by Poteau. So Blanchard gets the stop, most importantly, and the Lions get the ball back, trailing 7-0 with 4:41 to go here in the first quarter at their own 14-yard line.
I know Coach Craig is telling them just to be ball sound. You've been driving that last drive. You've been able to get where you want to go without much stoppage in your way. The O-line's been doing great. The run game's been there. The passing has been there. Just got to put it all together and not turn the ball over on this drive.
4 receivers on first down for Blanchard from the 14. Cooksey rolling to his right. Steps into one, throws to his left, and throws, and it's incomplete. Short hopped Reagan Palmer out there. It'll be 2nd and 10. By the way, that defense just made a good stop. While we got a second, let's give you the defensive starters tonight, even though the offense is out there on that side of the ball right now.
Absolutely. We'll start with the D linemen: Blake Woods, Jake Carter, Ross Johnson. Your starting defensive line. Linebackers are as follows: Gage Ellison, Braden Stacy, Ben Hefner, Tyler Hughes. And then your corners and safeties: Reagan Palmer, Cork Pierce, Brayson Carter, Matt Tonsing. Your starting defensive group.
2nd and 10 from the 14. Man in motion. There's a give underneath. No, it's a pitch to Carter in space. He's got room if he can get free to the 20, and a good open field tackle, but not before he runs for 11 yards to the 25. That was a well-designed play. I think that's a new one in the playbook for Blanchard there, and a gain of 11.
Coach Craig mentioned it on the coaches show. Every team in playoffs that are still alive, they're always going to be adding a couple of plays in their repertoire during the practice leading up. I totally thought that Von McIntyre got the handoff. That was a really good sleight of hand move there from Cooksey.
First down and 10 at the 25. Poteau shows blitz. They do throw to Carter on the edge. Carter looking for a block, trying to get to the sideline at the 30 and out of bounds near another first down. He's going to have it at the 35-yard line. He got 10 yards and a good block on the edge from Corrick Pierce.
Yeah, great, pretty much drive-saving block there from Corrick Pierce. I think Brayson might have had a good chance to get tackled in the backfield there if he wasn't able to scrap away from the tackle. But really good blocking up there. This is the bread and butter that we've seen all year from Blanchard. Passes in the flats. You got guys that are quick and can make guys miss in space. You saw it right there, textbook example.
4:01 on the clock, first quarter. That's Cooksey out of the gun. Fakes a handoff, straight drop, pressured. Rolls left, hit, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked back inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. That was Weston Archie, the junior defensive end that got him for Poteau, and it's a loss from the 35 back to the 28, a 7-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 17.
Tough spot here for the Lion offense. That's the one no-no about this Poteau defense is that they're gonna be relentless in their blitzing. So the O-line has done good up to this point. Just can't compound mistakes here.
2nd down, 17 from their own 28 for Blanchard. This drive started back at the 14. They've gotten a couple first downs. Now have 2nd and long. Cooksey right side to Pierce on the slant. Good grab at the 35. He's going to gain back what they lost on first down plus a yard. It's an 8-yard gain out to the 36. It'll set up a 3rd and 9. So you get about half of it there, Drake. You try to do that again and get the first down and keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, and with the defense getting a stop last drive, depending on how much yardage they gain, if it becomes 4th and short, maybe a 4th and 1, maybe even 4th and 2, maybe you have a play stored up that you've been thinking of pulling out in a situation where you're trying to go get a score tied. We'll see how much they can get here and see what kind of operation they'll be working with in 4th down if it happens.
3rd and 9, need to get it to the 45. 5-man rush. Cooksey has time, and it breaks down, and Archie gets him again. 2nd sack of the drive for Archie, and that's going to force Blanchard to have to punt it from inside the 30. Cooksey I'm not saying that he did something wrong there. It could have been good coverage, but the way they blitz, you just got to get rid of the ball earlier. He may not have had anyone to throw it to.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't think the play was able to develop long enough. I did see, I believe, Reagan Palmer in the flats there, but like you said, that right side got cut off so fast, that line of sight just left.
Cooksey.
Squib.
Will look to punt it away now.
Pooch, I mean.
Deep to receive it will be Dax Collins. There's a flag down, and Collins gets it on the bounce at his own 40, and he turns upfield at the 50. He's got a good return on to the 40 and all the way down to the Blanchard 36-yard line. We'll check the flag. I think it's going to be on Blanchard for an illegal formation.
Okay.
Came out right at the snap. That's my guess.
I didn't see if he got roughed. Was he touched at all after the kick?
No.
No.
It came out before the kick.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to the coaching staff here. I would imagine Poteau will decline this one and just take the ball at the Blanchard 37-yard line. It's been a quick move in first quarter. 1:44 to go in quarter number one.
Like you said, the beam that's in front of us can't get a good look at the scoreboard, but yeah, it has, and that's to be expected. You knew as a Blanchard defense what this Poteau team, this Poteau offense was going to bring.
See from our referee what the signal is here. It's a hold on Blanchard, and that is going to be declined. No, they're going to add 10 yards to the end of it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's 10 yards at the end of the kick. So the ball moves all the way down to the Blanchard 27-yard line now, and Poteau's going to be in great field position, already up 7-0.
It's a tough spot to be in if you're this Blanchard defense, but there's been opportunities and situations this year where we've seen very similar field position for opposing teams, and they've been able to get stopped, so we'll see what happens here.
On first down, Tekla hands it to Summers running right, and he's stacked up after a gain of just about 1. Good tackle that time by Ben Hefner, who came over to make the play. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And kind of like what we saw with the third, maybe fourth down go for it last drive, I think they're squarely in position if we get a similar situation like last drive where they're probably going to be going for it. The question you have to ask is, do they have a kicking unit?
Well, and that's why you punt the ball like they did. If you can get a stop and get a good return, you got really good field position. Even though Blanchard got a couple first downs, Poteau set up with good field position and a 2nd and 9 at the Blanchard 26 as we roll to a minute to play in this first quarter. There's a fake pitch and a trap underneath, and that's hit in the backfield, and Gage Ellison got in there again and made another big play. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play, on the run. That was Spencer Perry on the carry. And it'll be a 3rd down. They'll call it a loss of 2, so a 3rd and 11 now from the 28-yard line here for Poteau.
That was such a good read there by Gage Ellison. Thought the running back was going to go in that inside gap, and he pretty much did a leap onto the outside to grab him for that tackle for loss. Great individual effort there from Gage.
3rd and 11. Tekla with a fake handoff, rolling right, throwing right, pass is knocked down. I believe that was Reagan Palmer that came over and made the play for Blanchard. Or was it Pierce? It might have been.
I think
it
that's
was Palmer.
Palmer.
It was Palmer.
Yeah.
The 9 and the 3 look very alike on the uniform. That was Palmer. And so now it's 4th and 11. I'm a little surprised Poteau threw it on 3rd down. I thought they might try to get some of it back on the ground there. Now in 4th and 11, the clock stopped with 23 seconds to go, and I think they're going to try a field goal here.
Great job by the Blanchard defense. Like we said in the pregame,
force a 40-yard field goal. Sorry, 45-yard field goal.
Force Poteau to do things they don't want to do, and this is what you'll get.
McBee will try the kick, but before the kick, we've got a timeout. I'll tell you what, we'll keep it right here because the field goal will come after the timeout. I don't want to come back late and miss it, so we'll keep it right here. I will say the defense after that early run has really bowed their neck and stiffened up, but the offense has got to get something going.
Yeah.
We've seen Poteau plenty of times, like Newcastle last week, for example. They can turn a 7-0 lead into a 10-0 lead into a 17, and then you look up and it's 3rd quarter and you haven't scored yet because of how fast the game moves.
Coach Craig was kind of talking about it a little bit during the coach's show this past Tuesday. The thing about that Newcastle Poteau game is that just the way Poteau's offense is set up, you have to be alert 24/7. You cannot fall back on your heels because they're just going to keep ramming it down that line of scrimmage every single time. Luckily for Blanchard, they've been able to respond really well here in this first quarter at that scoring drive, but it's going to take full or 4 full quarters of just alertness, just because they're going to be throwing so many different looks at you. One little slip-up can result, just like you said, in a quick score.
4th down and 11 from the 28, so this would be a 45-yard field goal.
Is that the
for
longest
McBee.
we've seen
It's
this
the longest
year?
I've seen this year for sure.
I know there was an attempt about the same at Newcastle, but I believe that was a miss.
Yep.
I could be wrong.
By the way, no score, Ada and Wagner, that game underway from Southern Nazarene. They're going to go for it now out of the timeout. There's a pitch to Summers, right side, and Ross Johnson got him in the backfield. Back at the 30-yard line, it's a loss of a couple, and the Lions get the stop and take over with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I know I've been very complimentary about the O-line for Blanchard, but the D-line has been equally as assertive in these past couple of weeks. Ross Johnson blew by that first lineman, was able to get in the backfield quick to get that pitch, and he was able to bring him down in the backfield. Great individual effort there from Ross. Great response from this defense as a whole here in the first.
See if the offense can play some complimentary football here and get a score. With 18 seconds to go in the first half, Howell in at running back as Carter goes in motion behind the formation. Handoff to Howell up the middle, and he runs forward for about 4 yards. They'll mark him down at the 33, so it's a 3-yard gain, and that's how quarter number 1 comes to an end. 1 quarter in the books. Poteau 7, Blanchard 0. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back as we start quarter number 2. Blanchard with the ball on a 2nd and 7 from their own 33. Todd Lisenby, Drake Vitito here at Catoosa. Class 4A football semifinals. That's Cooksey working out of the gun since Carter in motion. It's a handoff to Carter. Running right. Carter turns up 35 and gets spun down at the 39-yard line, a yard short of the first down. So a 3rd and short coming up here. Is there a flag down?
I don't know.
Nope, there's not a flag down. I thought I heard a whistle like there was a flag down.
I think there was a whistle, though.
Yeah, it's just your standard 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Nice. Really good 3rd down. Oh, yeah, they did play. Sorry, I got ran off, but that was a great play by Brayson there. Gone to Brayson a couple times in the flats there for some big yardage gains.
Poteau showing blitz. They've got 6 guys all right with their nose sniffing the football at the line of scrimmage. Carter goes in motion again. Now 7 guys up there. It's a handoff right up the middle to Howell, and he's got the first down. Short gain, only a couple yards on the carry, but he only needed 1. He'll get 3 out to the 42, and it'll be 1st and 10 Blanchard.
The running back suite of Mikhail Howell, Vaughn McIntyre, even Tyler Hughes, the couple of times that we saw him last week have just been so good these past couple of weeks. I know part of it is because that O-line has been able to get the push, but they gotta break tackles as well, and they've been able to do that, just beating guys one-on-one, getting that extra yardage. Great run there by Mikhail.
Cooksey from the 42, hands to Howell again, looking to bust outside left, has room to the 45, gets free at the 50, 45, 40, and he's hit at the 38-yard line and goes down after a big run of 20 yards and a first down for Blanchard.
No, Coach Craig was speaking very highly of the running back group as well on Tuesday. He said the way they put the running backs in their situations is that usually to set up those big gains, you're only having to go one-on-one with one guy, and if you make that one guy miss, you're able to get big yardage gain like you just saw there on that last play.
1st and 10 from the 38. It's a handoff again to Howell, and this time he gets tripped up, and he's going to get maybe a yard. They're going to mark him actually at the line of scrimmage, as on the carry that time he was tripped up in the backfield. That was for Poteau, Rylan Waddell, who came in and got him around the ankle for no gain.
I haven't mentioned his name because I don't. Oh, okay, there he is. I see Hudson Perriman. I was thinking Blanchard may go big here. I haven't seen him yet this game, but you see him back there in that big set.
2nd down and 10. Cooksey against a blitz, hands underneath on the draw. Howell gets free after getting hit in the backfield and gets a couple. You can see what they're trying to do on that play, but Howell ran into some traffic and only got a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the 37.
That same exact play was one of the highlights this past week on the Coaches Show. That was a new play that Blanchard put in for the Sallisaw game. Tried to go for it there. Not as much success as they had versus Sallisaw, but it's part of what we've been talking about. There's just new plays that are getting implemented, little wrinkles on current plays each week for these playoffs just to catch your opponent off guard. That time, Poteau did a good job of stopping it.
3rd and 9 from the 37. Cooksey takes the snap, blitz coming, throws over the middle. Carter slant route, 1st down, inside the 30 to the 25. Cooksey identified the blitz and found Brayson Carter on the quick slant for a gain of 12. And it's a 1st down for the Lions.
It's a really good, solid drive that this Lion bunch is putting together. You got the run game's working, the pass game. Honestly, all game has been working for them. Poteau hasn't had an answer for you. You just have weapons everywhere on this Lions offense.
Cooksey, the snap goes over his head. He's got to jump on it all the way back at the 42-yard line. A big loss for Carson Cooksey. They'll mark it at the 41, but that's a loss on the play of 16 yards, and now it sets up a 2nd and 26 for the Lions as we roll under 10 minutes to play in the first half.
It's so odd. It feels like week after week there's at least one drive or two where Blanchard's put in a really good drive together and they just can't get out of their own way, and you're seeing it here. It's a bad situation to be in, but we've seen them get out of positions like this before just because they got weapons everywhere and they can hit you for big gains.
A lot harder to do it against Poteau, though, as Cooksey. Play action, going up top, left side for Palmer. Palmer makes the grab inside the 10-yard line. Down at the 8, it's a 1st and goal for Blanchard. Throw it up and let Reagan Palmer go to work.
Man, I think Reagan's honestly been about he's either 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 on those green goes here in the playoffs. It's been good to see him on the defensive end as well because he hasn't gotten to see any of that action yet in this playoffs, but he's been such a consistent downfield threat for them in the pass game here over the recent weeks, and he's continuing that stride here against Poteau. Big response after the penalty, or the lost ball, I mean.
Big Tyler Hughes in at running back now. 1st and goal from the 7. Hughes to the right of Cooksey. Perryman in at tight end as well. It's a handoff to Hughes, right up the middle. Bounces at the 5, and he spun around right there for a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5 for the Lions.
It does not surprise me that we see Tyler Hughes in here in the goal line sets. A little bit of a jackhammer run style that he has. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised here if they try and run it maybe even a couple more times. Anticipate a 4th down and just try and bully their way into it. The O-line's been
better elusiveness last week than I expected from Tyler Hughes in the open field a couple times. Cooksey, hard count. Hands to Hughes again. This time he's stacked up. He's going to lose a couple back to the 7. And it'll be 3rd and goal for Blanchard from the 7-yard line.
Interesting spot here. They've had early success finding Carter, whether it be off of a jet sweep or a quick pass into the flat to make him try and do it all himself, gain a couple of yards.
I would say personally here, keep an eye on Hudson Perryman.
Yes, he's also been a consistent threat.
Maybe over there, if you're watching on the stream, that 2nd A in Catoosa, maybe you throw it up on a little corner route to Hudson Perryman here.
We've seen a couple wheel routes as well to Carter that have resulted in touchdowns.
Hey, and also, don't forget about Tyler Hughes out of the backfield. He can catch the ball as well as Perryman goes in motion. And it is a throw to Perryman, right side, right at that 2nd A in Catoosa. Perryman goes in for 6. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this one up with 7:42 to go in the first half.
It's such a luxury to have a big body like Hudson Perriman.
I thought you were going to say like me to call plays.
That too, but it's such a luxury to be able to say, hey, we want you to do a little bit of a route to where we're going to pass it to you and basically just go one-on-one. That's the mismatch that this Lion offense thrives off of, and you saw it there. Shedding a tackle, getting it in for 6. Great response by the Blanchard O.
These extra points are huge in a game like this, and Matt Campbell is on to try this one. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. So Blanchard trails 7-6 with 7:42 to go in the first half in the Class 4A state semifinals. This is Blanchard Lions football.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation.
Welcome back as the kickoff is taken out to the 29-yard line by Poteau, and that's where the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. What a response, Drake, for the Blanchard offense. 70-yard drive after that Ross Johnson stop on 4th down. And Blanchard gets on the board, extra point miss, but we got a ball game, 7-6 Poteau.
Very reminiscent of the drive that was right before halftime last week versus Sallisaw. Blanchard had to take it pretty much the length of the field, put together a really solid drive. No huge gash plays besides the one to Reagan Palmer, just a great response. Let's see if the defense can follow it up here.
On 1st down, a little shift this time from Poteau. Handoff, left side, and nothing doing. As the handoff goes to Holden Maddox, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And, ooh, bad news. Gage Ellison is limping badly for Blanchard.
Definitely an ankle.
He's not putting any weight on his right foot, really, and he might have to come out of this game.
I hope he knows that. He's got to make that. Okay.
Yeah, Ellison's going down to the turf. He is hurting bad. It's his left leg that he's holding, not his right leg. But this would be a huge blow for the Blanchard defense. Gage has been so good here in the back half of the season, especially from his outside linebacker position.
I couldn't really tell what happened. There was just a mass of bodies on that run play. Probably just a situation where his ankle probably got rolled up on just in the ensuing package of tacklers. But you're right, Todd. He's been really catching his stride, as has the entire defensive unit has these past couple weeks. And it would be a big blow to see Gage Ellison have to get, swept away from a semifinal game just because of an ankle injury.
Gage is being attended to at the 35-yard line. I want to remind you the state championship game is next Thursday at UCO. And I'm a little biased because I call the UCO Broncos games, but it's an incredible facility. If you've never been there before, the Chad Richardson Sports Complex and Chad Richardson Stadium at UCO. So, look, obviously, if you're a Blanchard fan, you want Blanchard in the game. I would say whether Blanchard goes on to win this one tonight or not, you owe it to yourself to get out and watch some state championship football next weekend. Whether it's Thursday night with 4A, the game's on Friday night, or the game's on Saturday, it's always a really fun weekend and a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Craig's now gone out onto the field. Yeah, he's got it's a tough limp, man.
Yeah, he's not putting any weight on that foot.
You hope it's not. It's obviously a sprain. Okay, putting a little bit of weight on it now.
Yeah, this does not look good, though.
You want it to be a lower ankle sprain if it is a sprain, just because high ankle sprains usually are a lot harder to recover from in general, but hopefully he can get it wrapped up. It's just tough. Tough spot. Such an integral piece of your defense. Vaughn McIntyre, I assume, will be taking double duty here.
And here's a run right up the middle and nothing doing there on second down. No gain again for the Pirates. It's going to be a 3rd down and 10.
Trying to see who's taking the plays. I believe Cole Watkins has entered for Gage Ellison at that strong side linebacker spot. Who, Cole's definitely not a stranger to it. I wouldn't say he's been getting the lion's share of snaps there by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not green to the position, is what I'm saying. He knows very much what he has to do. Just got to be sound against this Poteau offense.
3rd down and 10. It's a quarterback run to the right side, out across the 30 to the 35, and near the 1st down and a couple yards short. That was on the snap that time. That was number 11. That's Dax Collins who took the snap. Collins is the quarterback kind of on the quarterback run type of plays. Tekla is the guy they throw it with. Collins runs for 8. It's 4th down, and Poteau's going to punt it away.
Always got to be aware. You just have to naturally assume that the opposing team has something under their sleeve when it comes to a short yardage punt situation. But we'll see what happens here. They're going for it.
Now going to go under center and go for it. They're going to hard count. No one jumps. Still no one jumps for Blanchard. And they're going to continue to try to get Blanchard to jump offside, and Poteau's going to use a timeout. 5:25 to go first half. Lions about to get the ball back, trailing 7-6. Poteau with the lead. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages.
Welcome back. They gave us a short break there. It is going to be a punt by McBee, and it's going to be Johnson who lets it go through his hands, and Poteau recovers it. Johnson muffs the punt. It's recovered by Poteau. Second straight week we've seen that from Blanchard, and Poteau will have it at the Blanchard 21-yard line.
One of the keys to the game that, or I guess I should say don'ts of the game that Coach Craig talked about the coaches show is making those special teams mistakes. It's crept up on him these past couple weeks. Not an ideal situation to put your defense in, but with that being said, they've done well these past 3 or 4 drives against this Poteau offense, but just a really bad mistake there from Terrence Johnson. Just don't compound the mistakes.
1st and 10 at the 21. Tekla under center, hands off to his fullback Perry, right up the middle to the 15, all the way down to about the 12. Gained 9 yards on 1st down, and now the Pirates have all the momentum. 2 big special teams mistakes, a missed field goal, and now a muffed punt. You throw that in with a turnover for Blanchard as well, and the Lions are lucky to still be in this game.
Yep. You're always try and strive for complementary football. The defense has been giving gifts to this offense, but special teams has not pulled their weight whatsoever yet in this game, and it's a shame because with how well the defense is doing, you're basically egging them in the face by making Poteau only go 20 or 30 yards per drive.
There's a handoff right up the middle, and it looks like no gain, so it's going to be, well, he needed to get to the 12. Did he get there? It was Perry again.
An inches situation?
Yeah, he's short. It's going to be 3rd down and about a half a yard for Poteau at the Blanchard 12.5.
Late sub coming in for Poteau. Is that the quarterback?
Yeah, this is Tekla coming in with the play from the sideline.
Got to be aware of any trickery here. 3rd and short, watch for a pass play because they feel like they can get a 4th and 1.
Hands to Perry, running right. He's got the 1st down. He keeps churning his legs and gets down to the 10-yard line. He needed to get a half a yard. He got about 2.5. First down for Poteau and goal.
Just such a tough situation you're putting your defense in. They've done so well after that first initial drive score by Poteau.
Well, they marked this thing just outside of the 10-yard line. So technically the ball is on the 11-yard line. The scoreboard says 10, but Poteau could still get a first down right at the goal line. It's basically first and goal from the 10. There's a quarterback sneak by Collins right up the middle, and he gets about 3 yards to the 8. That's the play they ran right out of the gate, that quarterback sneak. And it's a second down and goal from the 8 now after the gain of about 2.
Such a tough spot to be in. You just know, you assume even if you do get to that fourth down at that half-yard line, you're already assuming as Poteau's offense that they're going to be running 4 plays anyways. So,
second down.
You're between a rock and a hard place at this point.
Collins running left, quarterback run, looking to get the edge. He's at the 10, he's at the 11-yard line where he's hit and knocked down by Carter after a loss from the 8 back to the original line of scrimmage right at the 10. Brayson Carter with a nice tackle on the edge.
Yeah, good luck.
Carter looked like Jackson Laminack last year coming out of the secondary to make that play.
Good luck testing the edge with these safeties that Blanchard has. One of their best attributes is being able to go side to side very, very fast. Just a bad play call there from a schematic standpoint from Poteau. We'll see if Blanchard can take advantage of it. Maybe hold Poteau to a field goal try.
Third down from the 10-yard line. Again, it's not officially third and goal because Poteau could get a first down inside the 1. 2:36 to go first half, 7-6. Poteau leads. Tekla, hands off, right side. Inside the 5, churning his legs down to about the 2-yard line. That was Summers on the carry. Correction, that was not Summers on the carry. That was Maddox on the carry. Holden Maddox.
Oh, this is a...
And it's fourth down at the 2, and again, not fourth and goal.
No.
It is fourth down and about 1.5 yards from the 2.
This is a big momentum swinging play right here for this Blanchard defense. I don't know if Poteau's going to elect to kick a field goal, maybe try a hard count here to get that first down.
Even the hard count wouldn't give you a first down. They're going for it. Collins under center. He's going to do quarterback run, but before that, we've got a timeout. And we'll keep it right here during the timeout since our official so graciously only gave us 35 seconds of the 60 we're supposed to get last break.
It wouldn't be a first down because it would be half the distance to the goal, right?
Right, yeah, so it'd be at the
fourth and point
yeah,
one.
It'd be fourth, and you'd have to get them offside about 4 times and get the half the distance 3 more times. So 7-6 our score, 1:52 to go first half. It's been a quick move in first half. Only 7:45 on the actual clock here. Well, we got a second.
Want to tease some scores?
Yeah, update. Second quarter at Southern Nazarene. Wagner 7, Ada 0. The winner of this game will take on the winner of that game on Thursday night at UCO in the Class 4A state championship game. And
you said
Wagner has the early lead.
What time or what's the scoreboard? I mean 7-0, but how much time was on that one?
Second quarter.
Second quarter,
yeah. About the same spot we are in this game. So now Poteau's going to come out after the timeout, and it looks like they're going to go for it. It is fourth down. And again, not quite fourth and goal, but fourth down from the 2. They need to get it inside the half-yard line.
This is the play of the first half right here for this Blanchard defense.
Defense playing without Gage Ellison right now, who is injured. Tekla under center. Tekla sends a man in motion, hands it off underneath, and he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 1-yard line. They're going to measure this, I think, but he's short of the goal line as they tried to hand it off to Maddox. And by that spot, it does not look like he got it. It's a first down for Blanchard at the 1. What a stop for the Lion defense with 1:47 to go in the first half. And here's some good news also here for Blanchard. Poteau's out of timeout, so even if you can't gain much yardage here, Poteau can't call timeouts to get the ball back. So Blanchard just got to be careful. You got to have good snaps. You got to get the ball out of the end zone and get to halftime 7-6 if you have to.
That's twice now that this defense has gotten the Poteau offense has gotten the ball in really plus territory, and the defense stepping up. Just big responses from this Blanchard defense.
Cooksey out of the gun, handoff right up the middle, and Howell's going to keep it out to about the 4 for a 3-yard gain. And again, that clock is rolling, and Poteau cannot stop it.
If they can get far enough out to where you can at least get Cooksey to drop back.
Correction, that was Hughes on the carry. My bad, not Howell.
If you can get enough space to where you can get Cooksey to drop back, the passing game has been there for Blanchard.
No, you cannot throw the ball right now.
No?
No, Blanchard gets the ball coming out of halftime. You've got all the momentum with that stop. You just run the ball, get to half. Now, if you break off a big run and get out to the 20 or 30, then you might think about it. It's another handoff to Hughes right up the middle, and not much there. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage at the 4. Blanchard only has to run one more play here. And I would imagine they're going to do that one more time, just hand it to Hughes right up the middle and get to halftime.
Sorry, I feel like I'm a little bit like Dan Lanning in the booth sometimes.
No,
I just like to go out guns blazing. Or lions roaring, I guess.
Blanchard's going to use a timeout here, I think, to talk this one over. Let the clock run down as far as they can. And I had an old coach who used to say, we'll keep it right here during this last time out of the first half. I would imagine last time out of the first half. Had an old coach who used to say, you can't take those timeouts and go buy gas at 7-Eleven afterwards. So you got 3 of them in the first half. You might as well use one.
Nice.
And I would imagine you're in the state semifinals here. This is the last thing you'd want to do is have someone mess up because you don't walk them through something. I would imagine part of the conversation right now is, hey, guys, don't do anything stupid. Hold on to the ball. Don't fumble it. Let's make sure we get a good snap. Mm-hmm. Nobody miss any assignments so we get blown up in the backfield and fumble it. Let's just execute our most simple run play right here, and let's get to halftime.
Yeah. And I feel like just based off the law of averages, Blanchard offense has made it, and special teams combined have made enough mistakes to where you just feel like just by the law of averages it's not going to happen again. But we've seen crazier things happen. But honestly, that's the only fix. I feel like that halftime, going into halftime, that conversation is going to be had. But other than that, though, you have to be happy with the way the defense has played. The offense has been able to move the ball, but like you said, just no mistakes here. Go into halftime with the 1-point deficit, feeling pretty good about where you're at right now, notwithstanding a couple of things here and there.
So Poteau's out of timeout, so this third down play should be the last play of the half. Again, unless Blanchard does something crazy. It's a handoff right up the middle to Hughes. He's out across the 10 to the 12. He's got the first down with 15 seconds to go, but I don't think Blanchard has any inkling that they want to snap this one more time, and they will not. So we are at halftime, a quick-moving first half, and after 24 minutes of play, the only difference in this game is an extra point. It's Poteau 7, Blanchard 6, and before we go to break, Drake, your thoughts on the first half?
Really good response from Blanchard after that initial drive. Whatever you want to chalk it up to on that first scoring drive for Poteau, whether it be maybe some nerves, just not ready to match the physicality out of the gate. The Blanchard defense responded twice during times where Poteau was in plus field position from errors from others, responded in big ways. And also, great scoring drive there by the offense after not having being able to drive down the field, just not being able to punch it in a couple of times. Very reminiscent of that drive where they went up 21-14 against Sallisaw before halftime. Obviously, the missed extra kick may come into play here if we get closer to the fourth. But all in all, outside of that first scoring drive and a couple of getting in your own way mistakes from both the special teams and the offense, I think it's been a pretty complete half, and I think you have to be pretty happy if you're a Blanchard Lion fan right now.
Well, it was the second play of the game that Jackson Summers for Poteau went 67 yards for a touchdown and gave the Pirates a 7-0 lead. But since then, the Blanchard defense has done its job.
Yeah.
The Blanchard offense got in the end zone. The extra point was no good, but Blanchard does get the ball first to start the second half, and we'll see if the Lions can take the lead for the first time tonight.
And one of the biggest reasons why I feel like if you're a Blanchard fan, you feel a whole lot better going into the half than Poteau is because, yes, Poteau is the best running team in 4A, period. I don't know what Wagner does. I don't know if they're run dominant, but Poteau is the best in 4A at what they do. But with that being said, if you can stop it, they are not equipped to do the other thing, pass the ball. No matter how good you are, even if you are the best at doing what you do in the class of 4A, Blanchard's done a really good job of stopping that one great thing that they're able to do for pretty much the entire first half. And you saw it when they dropped back to pass the 2 times. It did not look pretty. So with the Blanchard offense being as dynamic as it has been, they've been able to get whatever they want. It's just stop those unforced turnovers, and you're in a good spot for a chance to punch your ticket to a state championship game.
All right, we are at halftime. Poteau 7, Blanchard 6 the score. We'll come back and we'll update you on some scores from around the state of Oklahoma, both that other game in 4A and all the other classes of football that are playing tonight in the state of Oklahoma, as we are at semifinal week in classes 6A through 3A. And then I think Class C is in quarterfinals as well, and then 2A, A, and B are in quarterfinal week. So we will update you on all of those scores coming up next. Todd Lisamy, Drake Vitito, the great Nate in the booth, 7-6 Blanchard Trails at the break. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Welcome back to Catoosa, where we are at Frank McNabb Field here in Catoosa, Oklahoma. And at halftime, Poteau leads Blanchard by a score of 7-6 here on Blanchard Lions football. It is the state semifinals. The winner of this game will play in the finals on Thursday night at UCO. And they will play the winner of Wagner and Ada and Drake. Looking at that game, second quarter score right now. It's Wagner up big, 21-0. Wagner leads Ada. So right now it's trending towards 12-0 Wagner, making it 13-0, and the winner of this game taking them on Thursday.
Not a totally surprising score. Throughout the season we were looking, I believe Poteau and Ada were the two kind of powerhouses of their side of the district. But after the Poteau-Ada score in their regular season matchup, I know score comparing isn't always great, but in high school I think you have a little bit of a clearer head of who's who, and I think Ada may have benefited from having just a really good draw in the playoffs.
Over on the opposite side of the Tulsa metro area in Sand Springs, the 6A1 playoffs are going on today. because surprise, surprise, all 4 teams in 6A1 were in the Tulsa area.
Yep.
As always happens.
Since what, 94-ish?
95 was the
95.
last West Side championship. Vernon Maxwell, Rodney Rideau, and the Midwest City Bombers were the last team to win state in the biggest class on the west side of the state.
And now they're 5A.
Now
which
they're
is
5A.
crazy
That's
to me.
right. It's a lot has changed in those 28 years. But earlier today, Owasso played Bixby, the defending state champs, and Bixby was tied with Owasso 14-14 in the third quarter.
Okay.
Owasso scored a touchdown with like 11 minutes to go in the third quarter to make it 14-14. Final score, Bixby 56, Owasso 14.
Very much a Blanchard-esque performance, bringing out their best in the second half.
Yeah, the Spartans just turned it on in the second half. There is another 6A1 semifinal, and that is 2 familiar teams that I think now have met in the last 28 years. They've met something like 21 times in the playoffs now, but Jinx and Union.
Goodness.
And Union leads that one 21-7, that game with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter in Class 6A1. In Class 6A2, Muskogee and Deer Creek are playing right now, and Deer Creek leads Muskogee 4 minutes to go second quarter 16-13. Stillwater leads Choctaw by a score of 14-7. That game is in the second quarter as well in Class 6A2. In Class 5A, earlier today at Noble High School, Del City defeated Claremore 34-13. And the Eagles are awaiting the winner of tonight's Bishop McGuinness-Carl Albert game, and Carl Albert is up big early on, 24-7. So right now we're looking at getting that Del City-Carl Albert game, a mid-Del matchup in the state championship. Del City improves today to 12-0. They would be 13-0, but remember they had that game in week 0 against Choctaw where there was the shooting, and the game ended up being called and canceled. So they played one less game than Carl Albert, who is at 12-0. Looking to improve to 13-0 tonight in Class 5A.
I got to catch a glimpse of Del City a little bit today. I got to see them. They look pretty. What would you call it? Complete as a team. They're really good on both sides of the ball. And after seeing the shellacking that they gave Guthrie and just how close that Carl Albert Guthrie game was, I think Carl Albert might have a little bit in store for them if they're able to advance.
Earlier today in Newcastle, Heritage Hall defeated Marlowe 31-29. So the Chargers are back in the state title game, and they will take on the winner of Lincoln Christian and Perkins Tryon in 3A. That game is at halftime. Just a couple of field goals in that one. 3-3 the score at halftime between Lincoln Christian and Perkins Tryon. They're in the quarterfinal stage, I should say, in Class 2A. And, you know, it used to be when I was in high school, the quarterfinals were a home field game.
Really?
So if it worked out just right for you, you could get 3 home games in the playoffs. But now they've made these quarterfinal games neutral site games as well. It's crazy today driving down the turnpike. I don't know if you did the same as me, but I saw a ton of buses coming back the other way or coming into Oklahoma City for a game. One of those was Jones, who went up the turnpike and beat Victory Christian today 56-46. So Jones is into the semis. So is Millwood, number 2 in the state, who beat Idabel 34-7. No surprise there. Kiefer big over Alva 34-14.
The Gold Bugs.
Well done. And then one other score, Washington 27-0 at halftime over Vian. That's the other score right now. So it looks like Washington going to move on, I believe.
Seeking back-to-back titles?
Well, and remember, Washington-Millwood was the state title game last year, and they are on a collision course to maybe play again in the state championship this year.
Washington won that?
Yep,
Okay,
Washington won last year against Millwood. We go down to Class A. Again, they are in the quarterfinal stage, so 4 games tonight.
We passed Stroud tonight, Oklahoma.
We did, and Stroud they're not doing well right now. They're taking on Fairview and down 42-7. That game is still in the second quarter. So probably going to end tonight for the Stroud Tigers. Hooker leads Central Salisaw, which would be an upset. Central Salisaw undefeated, Hooker at 10-2, and Hooker's up 21-0 at halftime. Woodland leads Dibble 26-0. Are you familiar? You know what Dibble is?
Demons.
That's
Demons. Literally 5 minutes south of Blanchard.
Do you know what Woodland is? What 2 towns it is combined?
Give me the starting letter of
F and R.
Oh,
Fairfax and Ralston. That's who Woodland is. We played up there when I was at Luther in high school. But Woodland's up 26-0 on Dibble at halftime, and Hominy leads Apache 20-0 at halftime in Class A.
Woodland is Fairfax, right? Used to be known as Fairfax?
Used to be known as Fairfax, yep.
Yes.
One of the other teams I saw coming down the turnpike was Drumright. They're in the Class B semifinals tonight, or excuse me, quarterfinals tonight. And Drumright is trailing Velma Alma in the second quarter, 28-24. O'Keene leads Yale at halftime. You know what O'Keene is?
O'Keene, the Whippets.
The Whippets, 16-8 at halftime. How about this final from earlier today? Regent Prep defeats Oklahoma Bible 70-50. It's like the OU score.
Yeah.
70-50 Regent Prep wins, and number 1 Sealing rolls over Waleetka 52-6. So Sealing and Regent Prep are on to the semifinals, and Velma Alma leads Drumright by 4 at halftime, and O'Keene up by 8 on Yale at halftime. And then finally in Class C today, they are in the semifinals, and the Tipton Tigers, who are just they're a dominant team in 8-man football. They beat Waynoka today 54-0. They actually mercy ruled Waynoka in the semifinal game.
The Railroaders.
Which is kind of crazy. Waynoka's the Railroaders, that's right. And they will take on the winner of Ryan and Timberlake, and Ryan leads that game in the second quarter 26-18. And again, the winner will take on Tipton in the state championship next week.
Is Tipton west or east?
Southwest Oklahoma.
Okay.
Southwest. Our halftime score here, 7-6. Poteau with the lead over Blanchard. We'll come back in 5 minutes, and when we do, we'll have the second half kick here from Catoosa. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care, We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com.
The Lions taking on the Pirates here in the Class 4A semifinals. Todd Lismy along with Drake Vitito. I talked to an old high school buddy of mine, Joe Ballard, who's the superintendent at Poteau. I was talking to him on the phone at halftime. He was over getting warm in the coach's office.
Nice.
And he told me, he's like, that was not a good half from us. And I think we could say the same from Blanchard's point of view, right?
Yeah.
It was not. It was two teams who did not play their best football in the first half.
No, not at all. I don't know what aspects of Poteau's game he thought were off because, you know, we were kind of talking about the one-dimensionality on offense that they have, but they're the best at doing it. I truly think that Blanchard's defense has just kind of stepped up to the occasion after that initial score. But mistakes were had on both sides, putting it lightly. And Blanchard's offense has been able to move down the field with pretty much no resistance, I guess would be a good word for it. So we'll see if that continues to happen. I just think the big glaring aspect circle you have to put around is the turnovers, and if you can get that cleaned up, you're in for a good chance to win this football game.
Palmer from the 2 returns it out to the 15, to the 20, has space to the 25-30, has room, 35-40, Reagan Palmer's going to go! He's at the 40, at the 30, he's at the 20, the 10, it's a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown for Reagan Palmer, and the Lions are on top for the first time tonight, 12-7 with 11:44 to go here in the third.
I was just about to say, special teams was pretty much the only aspect that you could say, you know, kind of let you down, but what a big-time comeback there by Reagan Palmer. Truly a welcoming sight from him to be anywhere but on a go route on offense. That means that his cracked collarbone has come pretty much back from the dead. It's so good to see him in this stage make such a big play, a couple of big plays now, but what a response from Blanchard. Makes up for the missed extra point. I think we'll see the Lions go for 2 here.
Yeah, we'll see. This would be nice to get this and go up 7. Poteau has a really good kicker. The McBee kid is a good kicker for the Pirates. They nearly trotted him out for a 45-yard field goal earlier. Hughes in the backfield on the 2-point play. It's a fake handoff. Cooksey with time throws corner left. Perryman, and the 2-point conversion is good. 16 seconds into the second half. It was Poteau that hit on a big play early in the first half. It's Blanchard in the second half. 14-7, Blanchard with the lead. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Welcome back to Catoosa. 98 yards for Reagan Palmer. Palmer's got his helmet off. He's getting some water on the sideline right now. He just ran about as far as he's probably run in a long time. It's a squib kick by Maldonado that's fumbled at the 35. The ball's loose on the ground, and Poteau gets on top of it at the 35 as Summers comes up with it. And it'll be first down for the Pirates at the 35. What a start to the second half, Drake.
It's a great play by the special teams, but this drive is so important for this Blanchard defense. They've done so well besides that first drive that Poteau's put together, just being able to read all the different looks that Poteau's giving them. Stay locked in here. Realize what the score is. You have the lead. Just stay sound in your gaps, and you'll take this one home.
Shotgun quarterback run by Collins. That is Summers going to his right, and he gets a yard, and Ross Johnson is there again. Ross Johnson's having himself a night, a 1-yard gain, as the big senior, 6'5", 280, makes the play. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big Tulsa commit has been huge tonight for the Lions. They're matching the horizontal speed of the runner, taking him down there for a short gain. So what you need right now from this Blanchard defense, playing complementary football. The special teams gives you a score. Match that intensity by going and getting a 3-and-out here.
Here's a reverse. Going left, it gets it to Collins, and Collins has nothing. Tyler Hughes and a bunch of his friends get there after no gain, and it's 3rd down and 9 at the 36.
This is what we were talking about a little bit pregame. If Blanchard's able to force a 3-and-out here, you're really going to start forcing this Poteau Pirates team to really start doing some things for just their sake that they're very not comfortable doing. If they're not able to establish this run early in the second half, forcing them to throw the ball, something that they're not comfortable doing. This is exactly the game plan that you need with a lead that the Lions defense is doing right now.
3rd and 9 at the 36. Tekla under center for Poteau. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff, rolling right, looking over the middle, pass incomplete. Tried to hit his tight end that time, Darlin Brooks, and it's incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. And Poteau's going to punt it away after just gaining 1 yard, and the Lions are going to get the ball back.
Such a great response.
And now Carter's going to be back to receive this one as well for Blanchard.
Such a great response there by the Blanchard defense. As you can see, that throw was nowhere close. The coverage was pristine. Special teams has a chance here to go redeem themselves on that muff last time.
The kick is away. It's a high kick. Fair catch called for by Carter and made at the 29-yard line. And that's where the Lions will have it. With 10:05 to go here in this third quarter, the first minute and 55 seconds of the second half has gone about as perfect as it could for the Lions.
It's a really, really intriguing spot right here for this Blanchard offense. Obviously, you've found success in both areas, the run and the pass. With 10 minutes left here to go in the third, I wonder if you see a slow, methodical drive here, really lean on that line of scrimmage to get the push that they need for the running backs. Or you see maybe a Reagan Palmer-esque drive where they're throwing deep and trying to catch them off guard. We'll see what happens.
On first down, Carter in motion, gets the handoff running left, looking to get the edge to the 30, to the 34, and knocked out of bounds after a gain of 5. Maddox chases him out there. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll give him the 35, so 2nd and 4, 6-yard run.
What we saw from that Blanchard, the last scoring drive from Blanchard, is that you really saw them lean into that run during the first half of that drive, which set up for that Reagan Palmer blast on that green go there to get them all the way down into the red zone. See if we see a similar situation stack up here as this drive develops.
Cooksey pumps, looks right, has Pierce deep, It's underthrown and incomplete, but a flag's going to come in for pass interference. The defender that time, it was Collins, never turned around, and as Pierce came back to get the ball, he ran into him, and this will be a 15-yard penalty, but we also have a flag down at the line of scrimmage as well, so we may have offsetting penalties here.
I couldn't see if that was after the play. I don't know if
this
it was
is right in the area of
extracurricular.
It's right in the area of lineman downfield. It's what it's in the area of.
Tough.
We'll see if that's what we get. Nope. They're
Double?
Pass interference on Blanchard. That's declined. Personal foul on Blanchard. That's on Poteau, excuse me, both on Poteau. That one's accepted, so a 15-yard penalty is going to move the ball from the 20 or from the 35 all the way out to midfield for the Lions.
Is it a late hit maybe? I didn't see.
Perhaps.
I
usually they say
the
roughing the passer, so it might have
Yeah.
been just somebody hit late near the line of scrimmage, you know.
All right. The offense gets a gift here from the Poteau defense. This is huge right here. I really like to see Blanchard still lean into that run game a little bit, take a shot maybe a little bit later in the drive, kind of similar to what we just saw. They've found success no matter what they've done. Just do not compound mistakes, turn the ball over.
First down from midfield for Blanchard. Fake handoff, throw to Perryman in the flat. He has room at the 45, and he's tripped up, but not before he goes all the way down to the 40-yard line with a 10-yard gain and a first down.
Poteau sideline clamoring for a blindside block.
They thought it was a pass interference that the outside receivers picked for Perryman there.
Very similar play to the one that gave them the touchdown, the Perryman throw for a touchdown.
First and 10 at the 40. Cooksey in the gun. Hands it to McIntyre right up the middle. Not much doing. He gets about a yard to the 39, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
Obviously, I think we've squarely entered the no man's land territory. I think disregarding any crazy plays happening, missed snaps, miscommunications, penalties, I think you're going to see Blanchard set up for a 4th down try here if it comes to that. They've done really well. Poteau has not been able to generate any sort of consistent defensive stops here. Blanchard's pretty much been able to get whatever they want at will. It's a good start, though, for the Poteau defense.
2nd down and 9 at the 39. McIntyre in again at running back. And it's another handoff to him. Vaughn finds room, right side, 35-30, first down as he's hit hard at the 28-yard line. 11-yard run, 1st and 10 for Blanchard.
We've seen Mikhail Howell do a couple of big gash runs for this Lions offense. We saw Tyler Hughes on that big goal line set. We're seeing Vaughn McIntyre start to scratch his name into this game with that big run. Great job by the offensive line there to get the push that Vaughn needed.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. 29-yard line is where they marked him down. So 1st and 10 there. 8:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Clock ticking. Cooksey again hands to McIntyre up the middle. There's a flag down, going to be a hold on the Lions here. And this one's going to come back 10 yards. I'd be shocked if that's not a holding.
I swear, it's always at the 30-yard line that it happens, around the 30.
So this will move it back to the 39. It'll be 1st and 20.
The Lions love to take a shot here after these types of plays. It was very similar to the miss snap, or the over snap, I should say, to Cooksey that led to the big Palmer catch. You see Palmer's out there on an island. Obviously, Cooksey might be reading what the safety ends up doing. But there might be another chance here to go deep if the Lions elect to do so. Palmer is on an island at the bottom of your screen.
1st and 20 from the 39.
We're going to see it.
McIntyre to the left side of Cooksey. Cooksey setting up a screen underneath for Pierce. Pierce catches it at the 39 and gets nothing. Well read that time by Poteau. It'll be 2nd and 20.
Just a tough spot to be in right now. In 1st and 20, Poteau has a good idea of where Blanchard's going to have to be going to get that first down. Such a good field position. We'll see if they can make some yardage back here to maybe make it a 4th and manageable. I still think Blanchard will go for it. If it gets to that point.
2nd down and 20 from the 39.
Now we see double coverage on Reagan.
Throw right flat to Pierce. Pierce at the 35, at the 30, and out of bounds. They'll say he stepped out at the 31, so it's a gain of 8, and we'll set up a 3rd down and 12.
Like I said earlier in the broadcast, this Blanchard offense, especially when it comes to the passing game, is there someone down?
And there is a player down.
I can't see that
far
far.
side.
It's a Blanchard player. Is it Pierce? No, it's
like
not Pierce.
It's Brayson Carter, I think. And no, it's not Carter. I see Carter.
3-2. It's not a skill position player.
I think it is, though.
It is. I see Brayson, Perriman. Perriman or Reagan was on the bottom of your screen. Someone on the far right. Was there a third receiver on that far side?
Would be Tonsing?
Maybe.
No, I see him down there as well.
Is it a Poteau player?
No, it's a Blanchard player.
I'm trying to see where 23
It
is.
might be a lineman.
It might be Tonsing. I'm trying to see where
23's in the.
He is.
Yeah,
you
right
know?
there.
I didn't see a lineman get pulled
Oh,
over
it's
that
Tyler
far.
Hughes.
Oh.
God bless, and he's not putting any weight on his foot either. That's both outside linebackers for the Lions. First Gage Ellison and now Tyler Hughes, who are off with injury. And he is being carried off the field right now. He is putting no weight on that right foot.
Is that another ankle? There was a big pileup. It could be very similar to the situation with Ellison, where you just kind of get tackled in the group and you get someone falls on your leg, and it's tough. God, it's a big blow.
So
Still
Tyler
in a good
Hughes
spot
is
here.
going to get looked at. He's not putting any weight on his right foot. It's a 3rd and 12 at the 31 for Blanchard. Cooksey fakes a handoff, looks, throws left side for Palmer, and he couldn't grab it. It went over the head of Carter, and I don't think Palmer saw it till the last minute, and he couldn't make the grab. It'll be 4th down and 12 at the 31. Not sure if he was trying to get Carter or Palmer there. They were both open.
Yeah. It was just enough of an overthrow and just enough of an underthrow that you just really couldn't tell, but it was good. It was a good job by both receivers. They were open, just a little bit of a miscommunication, maybe a missed time there from the QB to his receivers.
4th and 12 for the Lions here. 4-man rush as Cooksey rolls to his left. Cooksey steps, throws, and it's incomplete. Carter couldn't make the grab down at the 19-yard line, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Poteau will take over with 6:38 to go here in this third quarter at the 31-yard line.
Taking a look at Hughes, seems to be a knee, not an ankle. Seems to be responding well. Trying to see who's in for Hughes.
We've got Cole Watkins out there on one side, as it's 1st and 10 for Poteau at the 31. There's a handoff to Maddox running to his left, and Maddox gets out across the 30 to about the 33 for a gain of 3.
That's Von McIntyre in at the other side for
McIntyre was in on that tackle too, I think.
We've called
gain of 3 from the 31 to the 34.
We've called Von's name a couple of times on defense. Definitely not a stranger to that position.
Same with Cole Watkins. He's made a lot of plays defensively too.
Yeah. For those wondering, Tyler Hughes is on his feet walking both, doing some exercises, some tests with the trainer. A little limp favored on that right leg.
Poteau to the line on 2nd and 7. This is an underneath handoff and nothing doing. They hand it to the fullback, Perry, and he gets 1 yard out to the 35. They'll give him the 36, so it's a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
As much as Tyler Hughes and Gage Ellison's play has been so important for this defense, the way that the defensive line for Blanchard has stepped up to the challenge, guys like Blake Woods, Jake Carter, Cade Saunders, Ross Johnson, they've been able to challenge the front that Poteau has had. There is a big size advantage, and it's really made up for that linebacker spot thus far.
Here's a handoff on the edge to Collins, and Collins can't get much around the right side. The ball's loose, and Blanchard recovers it. It's Cole Watkins who picked it up and runs it from the 39 down to the 36, and the Lions have 1st and 10 at the Poteau 36.
How many times have we said this before? Blanchard defender comes and meets a ball carrier up top. Ball carrier is not down, but he's losing all forward progress, and someone comes in second hand and strips the ball. We've seen that so many times, even last week. Brayson Carter usually is the one to do the work, but what a great group effort by that Blanchard defense. Big momentum shift here for the Lions. Let's see, like we said, complimentary football. Defense, give this offense a gift. Go reward the defense for playing like they are.
1st and 10 at the 36. Cooksey right side to Carter, and Carter is hit quickly after a gain of just 1 to the 35. Good tackle on the edge that time for Poteau. That was Luke Brooks who made the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
You could see Corrick Pierce doing the, hey, that's my bad, to Brayson. Not the best block there on the outside, and Corrick knew it.
They're going to give him the 34-yard line, so we'll call it a 2nd and 8 for Blanchard. Cooksey, shotgun snap, handoff to Howell. No, he keeps it. Left side has room. 35 and slides down at the 31. They're going to mark him down at the 32 because that's where he started the slide. It's just a gain of 2. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. Kind of wish Cooksey would have taken another step or two before that slide.
Yeah.
Or gone head first and gotten the 30-yard line at least. But I understand why he's hesitant. He fumbled earlier.
In high school, is it also when you start the slide?
Yep.
Okay.
If you do it foot first, yep. 3rd down and 6 from the 32. Cooksey rolling right. Cooksey has time, steps into one, throws, pass caught. Corrick Pierce inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Make it the 16-yard line. 16-yard play on a 3rd down, and it's 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 16.
We've seen that play time and time again this season. The rollout to either the left or the right, and you see the eventual out route there by one of the outside receivers. Just a great route there from Corrick Pierce. A great throw by Cooksey. A way to stay in bounds with your hands on the ball for Corrick Pierce.
1st and 10
Big response
from the 16. Blitz comes, fake handoff. Cooksey keeps left side, has room again at the 15 to the 10, and he's down to the 8-yard line. This time he does take on the hit and gain about 4 extra yards, and it's 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 3. They'll mark him at the 9.
Really good run there from Cooksey. Just one guy to beat. Couldn't get away from him. But, again, it's one of those situations where I did not know that Cooksey had the ball. He's really good at faking that handoff and taking it himself.
3 minutes and 27 seconds and ticking to go in this 3rd quarter. Blanchard still up 14-7. Cooksey, shotgun snap, hands off to Howell, right up the middle. Howell bunched up at about the 7-yard line, and he's still fighting, and he might have got to the 5 on 2nd effort, and if he did, which he did, that's a 1st and goal. What a run by Mikhail Howell, hit at the 7 to fight for 2 more yards.
It was one of those where you saw
darn near came out of there and scored, too.
A whole host of Pirates come over there and meet him right short of the goal line.
What would you call a host of Pirates? A ship of Pirates?
A crew.
A crew of Pirates.
A crew of Pirates came over, but just a better individual effort there for Mikhail Howell to get the 1st down.
Under 3 minutes to play now here in the 3rd quarter. Cooksey, shotgun formation. Hands to Howell, running right. Howell at the 3. He lowers his head. He's near the end zone. He's going to get driven backwards at the 2. Gain of 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 2 for the Lions.
If Lions are able to punch it in here, this is prime positioning to start to force Poteau to make some real hard decisions about what they're going to be running on their offense. Got to punch it in here. Wonder if we're going to see a similar play to what we saw the pass to Reagan Palmer. A little bit of that out route ended up.
I think they're just going to hand it off and try to get this on the ground here. Coming up on 2 minutes to play now. Fake handoff to Carter. Cooksey up the middle, lowers his head. He's into the end zone. Carson Cooksey with a 2-yard touchdown run. And the Blanchard Lions have a 13-point lead now, 20-7 over Poteau with 1:56 to go in the 3rd.
One of the best drives of the season. Obviously, on that previous drive, the defense gives a gift to the Blanchard offense, and they put together a really good drive with the run and the pass. That third down pass to Corrick on the out route, I think, was the star of the show there, but give credit to the offensive line for making way for Vaughn McIntyre and Mikhail Howell to get those big runs, and obviously the seal with the Cooksey run to put Blanchard up 2 scores. It's huge.
Campbell on for the extra point, and now there's been a lot of turnover. We've got an issue here. Clock's going to be stopped at the timeout for Blanchard. We'll keep it right here during the timeout. A lot of players hurt and not out there right now, obviously with Gage Ellison and Tyler Hughes, who's on the training table as well. So both those guys are on the extra point team, so the Lions are having to trot on some guys late here.
Have you seen?
And they're going to have to use a timeout.
Have you seen where Ellison is? I haven't.
Yeah, Gage Ellison, no helmet. He's in street clothes down here.
Oh, really?
See him? Yeah, at the 40-yard line.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out of pads, so he's done for the night.
So
walking very gingerly on his right leg.
We already said that Tyler Hughes was more of a knee situation. He obviously got up after the initial trip to the trainer's table. He was doing some walking exercises with the trainer. He's now back on the table with some ice on the knee. Couple of
the trainer was having him like back up and go forward and go side to side, and it was giving him a lot of pain. I kind of saw him running through those.
Yeah. It's a great situation, though, for the guys we said, the Vaughn McIntyres and the Cole Watkins of the world, to step up, next man up mentality, and make plays, and that's exactly what they've done thus far.
So now after the timeout, Campbell to try the extra point. The snap is high. The hold is good. The kick from Campbell is away, and he missed it wide left. So the Lions are up 13 with 1:56 to go in the third. It's Blanchard 20, Poteau 7. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Welcome back as Maldonado squib kicks it away, and it's going to be covered up at the 37, 38-yard line for Poteau. That's where the 37 is where the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. So 2 Blanchard touchdowns in this second quarter, the 98-yard Reagan Palmer kickoff return, and then the 2-yard touchdown run by Carson Cooksey. And it is 20-7. Blanchard has overcome that early 7-0 deficit to put 20 straight points on the board. Poteau with the ball, looking to respond. Tekla under center on 1st down, shifts his tight ends from right to left. Tekla, fake handoff, looking to throw. In trouble, floats one right side, and it's caught for a minimal gain. In fact, right back to the line of scrimmage that time on the catch. That was Waylon Waddell on the grab. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. And that's what you talked about, Drake.
Yeah.
Force them to do something they're not comfortable with.
I'd love to know the last time Poteau elected to throw on a 1st down this entire season. They've been in the driver's seat for most of it. But this is what happens when you gain such a lead on a team that's really, really good at one thing, Poteau running the ball. You're basically forcing them to play a style of play that they're not used to.
Tekla under center. Hands off on the sweep to Summers, running left, and he's stacked up at the 40 after a gain of a couple. Good job that time is in to make the play for Blanchard. Blake Woods got in there. Braden Stacy in on it as well. 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down.
So important.
3-yard gain. 3rd down and 7.
So important for this Blanchard defense to stay locked in, though. This is exactly what we were talking about during the pregame. Poteau's offense, there's just a lot of different ways you can approach the plays, a lot of different looks, a lot of different formations they're going to throw at the defense. You saw it on that first drive. It takes one play to change the entire makeup of the game. This Blanchard defense has to dig in, stay sharp.
Coming up on 30 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Tekla handoff, left side, nothing doing. about 2 yards off left guard that time. That was Waylon Waddell on the carry. And it's going to be 4th down and 6. 4th and 5, at the 42. And now Poteau's got to think about this. They're not going to have a ton of possessions left the way they play. Are they going to go for it or punt it? They're probably going to wait until the 4th quarter to decide. That is the end of 3 quarters of play. Your Blanchard Lions are 12 minutes away from a berth in the state championship game on Thursday night. Blanchard 20, Poteau 7. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Welcome back to Catoosa. 1 more quarter to go. It's a 4th and 5, and Poteau's going for it from their own 42-yard line. Tekla under center, fake handoff, rolls right, throws back left, man wide open. It's Summers at the 50 to the 45, stiff arm at the 40, down the sideline 30, 20, cuts back 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Poteau scores on a throwback play on the first play of the 4th quarter, and it's 20-13. With the extra point on the way for the Pirates.
It's a really good misdirection pass play there from Poteau.
By the way, did you see Summers? He darn near dropped the ball running down the sidelines.
No, I didn't.
It almost just fell out of his hands as he was running.
It's a really good misdirection pass play there. I said it right before we went to break after the 3rd quarter. Got to be ready for anything from this Poteau team. That was definitely one of the ones they were waiting to save in their back pocket. Let's see if they can oh, they are going for 1.
Yeah, McBee on to try the extra point. Ethan McBee, the senior kicker, trying to make this a 6-point game again. Snap is high, but the hold is down. The kick is away, and it's good. So 12 seconds into the 4th quarter, and we have a new ball game. Blanchard 20, Poteau 14. You're listening to Blanchard Lions football.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Welcome back in. A touchdown pass from Tekla to Summers for Poteau on a 4th down play from their own 42, 58 yards. So Summers with the 2 big plays for Poteau had that 67-yard touchdown run on the 2nd play of the game, and now a 58-yard touchdown catch as McBee kicks it away, and it's going to be returned by Palmer from the 15. His last one went for a touchdown up the middle of the field, across the 30 to the 34-yard line. And that's where the Lions will have it 1st and 10.
Obviously, a stinker that last play was, that 4th down play from the Blanchard defense. But if you're going to construe this into a positive, this Lions offense has really just been able to go lengths of the field without much resistance from this Poteau defense. Maybe that score puts a little bit more life into them, the Poteau defense, but this Blanchard offense has been rolling ever since the start of the second half, so we'll see if they can respond.
1st and 10 at the 34. Cooksey. Handoff right up the middle. And I think that's McIntyre in with the run across the 35 to the 38 for a 4-yard gain.
Blanchard has the opportunity to pretty much cap off this game with this drive. It's the most important drive easily of the entire game. We saw a very similar drive before the end of halftime for them against Salisaw, so we'll see. We'll see if they can go the length of the field.
Cooksey hard snap count. Poteau nearly jumped, just barely stayed out of the neutral zone. Now Blanchard moved, got away with it as Cooksey throws right side to Carter. Carter hit immediately and spun out of bounds after no gain. Maybe a 1-yard gain. We'll see where they mark him. It's no gain at the 38, and this is a big play here. 3rd down. The clock stopped at the 38-yard line with 10:44 to play. Blanchard with a 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Something short, intermediate up the middle has been working for them all game long. We've seen a rollout to an out with a wide receiver out route to Corick that is converted on a 3rd down. A lot of options here for the Lions.
It's a fake handoff. Cooksey throws, and it's incomplete, but a flag comes in.
It's the right call.
Because Perryman got grabbed immediately as he went over the middle. 2 flags come in on that one. It's going to be a pass interference, I would imagine, on the Pirates.
Pretty easy call there. Obviously, you said, Todd, 2 flags coming in from different officials. It's just what happens when, Hudson Perryman, a big body like that can create a lot of havoc.
And here's what I think is maybe the dumbest rule in high school football, but it helps the Lions. That penalty happened at the 45-yard line, but it's a 15-yard automatic penalty for pass interference. So it's going to move the ball all the way to the Poteau 47-yard line. So Blanchard gets 8 extra yards from what would have been the college or pro rule, which is a spot foul.
Yeah. See if they can take advantage of the penalty that they just gave them.
There's a handoff to McIntyre up the middle, finds a little room, and then gets hit hard at the 43 after a gain of 4. Good tackle that time by Dax Collins.
That's the one thing about this Poteau defense. Blanchard has had to work for every single point that they put up on the board. Maybe aside, I guess you can make an argument for the big throw to Reagan Palmer in the first half. But other than that, this Blanchard defense has had to have these methodical drives that have taken up, minutes off the clock to get these to get these scores.
20-14 the score. 10 minutes to play as we tick under it now. 2nd down and 6. Blanchard. Fake handoff to McIntyre. Throw right side. Carter makes the grab, takes a big hit, and holds on at the 35-yard line. He got hit right square in the small of his back and held on for a catch. That's a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Got to give a quick shout-out to all of the receivers for Blanchard who have made catches in traffic. There have been games that Coach has talked about on the Coach's Show where dropping balls has been a problem, and that's without traffic being in your face. This Blanchard group has stepped up to the challenge, and they've made some really tough, really hard catches tonight in the semis.
1st and 10 at the 35. Carter in motion. It's a handoff to McIntyre running left, hits someone at the 34, keeps his feet churning to the 33, gains a couple. 2-yard gain. Update from the other semifinal. 3rd quarter now 28-0. Wagner over Ada. So the Wagner Bulldogs look like they are well on their way to another state championship game berth, awaiting the winner of this one tonight.
Little under 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Really like the drive
here in the
Blanchard's
game. This is the 4th quarter, bub.
What did I say?
The 3rd.
Oh, whoops. The 4th quarter. Blanchard putting together a really good response here.
Cooksey looking left, going up top, looking for Palmer. That ball is incomplete. There is no flag. There was a little bit of hand fighting both ways between he and the man in coverage that was holding Maddox. And it's going to be a 3rd down and 8 from the 33.
I love the play call. I love the play call. Good ball. Got to give credit to
Maddox.
To Maddox, to the Poteau defender. He was there with him step for step. Might have been the first drop for Palmer here in these playoffs when it's been those go routes, which is pretty impressive to say the least.
3rd down and about 7.5. The ball sits at the 32.5-yard line. The Lions need to get it to the 25 in Poteau territory here. Cooksey rolling to his left. Cooksey steps up, throws for Perryman. That ball is incomplete. 2 men in coverage. He got pressured in the backfield. Cooksey threw it off his back feet. It falls incomplete. It's 4th down now, and Blanchard's going to go for it at the 32.5-yard line.
Tough throw, too. Rolling out to your left. Cooksey, a right-handed thrower. Just, again, good coverage there from Poteau. Had 2 guys around the ball, and it was enough to break up that pass to Perryman.
They might be punting it here. This is the punt formation that Blanchard usually does. Perryman in motion. There's 5 receivers. Blanchard might be trying to punt and pin Poteau like deep here. Cooksey takes the snap. He rolls right. He throws right. Pass is incomplete. Tried to get Pierce near the 20, and it's incomplete. And Poteau will take over on downs at the 32-yard line.
I don't hate the play call, especially with the way your defense has been playing. Corrick has been open on those plays multiple times before. It's tough. It's a tough spot to be in. Coverage has been good those past 3 passes for Poteau, but there have been multiple times this year where the offense has come to a stuttering stop on either a single drive or a couple of drives, and the defense has been able to pick up the slack and make important stops in important parts of the game, and they have another chance to go do that right here with 8 minutes left.
Big possession here. Quarterback sneak right up the middle for 2 yards on first down from the 33 to the 30 for Dax Collins. They like to come up and quick snap you and get you on that quarterback sneak, and they haven't had too much success with it tonight. No. Every time's only been about 2 yards.
Yeah, and give credit to the defensive coordinators for Blanchard on just being prepared for that kind of stuff. I know that's something that's very atypical when it comes to 4A football, but Blanchard's been prepared for it all night.
2nd and 8 from the 35. This time Collins pitches to Summers, running right. At the 30, looking to get outside. There's a holding flag as the ball's loose on the ground. Did Blanchard get it, or did they're going to say he was down? That's a terrible call. He was nowhere close to down when that ball came out. Blanchard recovered it. It's going to be a holding call, but he was not down when that ball came out.
Not at all. That was a very similar play to the strip that Watkins forced. I mean, it was he had just met the guy up top, hadn't even begun to tackle him, and he was able to strip that ball before there was even a tackle initiated.
Well, the good news is it's a hold on Poteau, but the bad news for Blanchard is they could have had the ball back on a turnover, and that official just flat missed that one. In his defense, you know, the ball was fumbled. We're on the opposite side of the field. He may have been blocked by bodies and not seen it fumbled, but he was vehement that they were down. The penalty's going to take the ball back to the 25 now, where it's going to be 2nd down and 18.
Get a really good stop here. If Poteau chooses to run the ball here, get a stop, force them to, pass the ball, we'll see what happens.
Here's a fake handoff as Tekla looking to throw over the middle, pass caught. Carter right there, and Carter makes a tackle. The ball's loose again, and this time it looks like Poteau got on top of it as Collins caught it and then fumbled it, and they called forward progress down again.
That's rough.
At the 29-yard line.
They were going sideways. I mean, they were going horizontal. Nothing had stopped.
Should have been 4 yards back from that. He was down again, or not down again. But either way, it's a 3rd down and long. Just get a stop here if you're Blanchard. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14 from the 29. Poto's got to get it to the 43. It's a fake handoff. Tekla rolling right, throwing right. Pass caught short of the first down. Carter ushers him out of bounds at the 39. It'll be 4th down and 4. Big play here with 6:42 and the clock stopped.
Interesting spot here. You think Poteau thinks they'll have enough time and punt the ball?
They got to go for it.
They're going to go for it. Okay.
I think they got to go for it.
Oh,
they're sending on new players. No, it's not punt team. They have a bunch of skill players that they run in and out.
Got to watch for the
back
for the
out
hard
of the backfield
here.
too.
Don't jump. Good.
Hard count. Blanchard doesn't jump, and now Poteau uses a timeout.
Great discipline.
We'll take it with them. 6:42 to go. 20-14. Blanchard leads. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance.
Welcome back in. Big play. 4th down and 4 for Poteau with 6:42 to go and Blanchard up 20-14. Poteau is in punt formation. We'll see if the Pirates actually kick it away here. McBee is going to kick it away. There's no one deep for Blanchard. This one nearly hit Corrick Pierce. It goes back upfield, and it's not down until it's at the Blanchard 39-yard line. That's a punt of only 22 yards. It took a weird hop, and Corrick Pierce nearly found himself in the way of it.
Yeah.
But Blanchard's got it 1st and 10, up 20-14 at their own 39. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. And the Lions, if they can take the ball down the field here and score, would just about put this one away.
I really don't hate the punt there. And, the only reason I say that is because Poteau's only staring down a 6-point lead instead of a 7. I mean, it truly only takes one score. And, we talked about it after that first quarter where that missed extra point might come back to haunt you. Blanchard puts the drive together right here. You may not have to worry about it at all.
1st and 10 at the 39. Handoff to Howell right up the middle. Howell following blockers out to the 41. He gained 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 8 as the clock will roll under 6 minutes to play as we are over halfway through this 4th quarter now.
2 timeouts for Poteau?
2 for each team.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Such a huge drive right here for the Lions. Get a couple first downs, maybe make Poteau have to make a hard decision on if you want to use that second timeout or not.
Blanchard. 2nd and 8 from the 41. Howell in at running back. Rolling with the senior Mikhail Howell back there next to the senior Carson Cooksey. Cooksey hands to Howell. Howell has room. It closes quickly, though, as he spun down at the 44.5-yard line. He gained about 3.5, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 5, and Blanchard's going to have to put the ball in the air, you would think, here on 3rd down as Vaughn McIntyre checks in at running back.
Got a lot of different options. Obviously, we've seen a couple of plays where Hudson has been looking like he's going to be a run blocker. They motion him out to do some sort of route. Brayson Carter has gotten it in the flats and made a play by himself. We've seen Corrick Pierce make some plays. A lot of options here for the Blanchard offense.
Perryman in motion from left to right. Cooksey rolls that way. No one to throw into. Looking. Perryman comes open and catches it. Down the sideline. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Blanchard Lions. Carson Cooksey to Hudson Perryman. 55 yards for a Lion touchdown, and Blanchard is back up by 12 points again. It's 26-14.
Well, it ended up being the first one I mentioned. Hudson Perryman was in a run block, and he ended up getting motioned over, and he just did a green go. A little bit of a delay. Really good blocking there from Corrick Pierce downfield to pretty much ensure the 6 points for Perryman, but what a response from this Blanchard offense. Putting that lead back up to double digits with 5 minutes left to go here. It's a huge, huge game-winning play potentially for that Lion offense.
Blanchard going for 2 here to make it a 14-point game with 5:05 to go. Cooksey. Fake handoff, throws right side for Carter, and it's incomplete, but there's pass interference. Blanchard's going to get another go at it because Brayson Carter was interfered with on the 2-point conversion, and it'll move the ball from the 3 up to the 1.5-yard line, and that's where the Lions will try it again from.
Very similar route that Hudson Perryman ran for the score in that first half, but Blanchard's going to get another shot here. Obviously, the breathing room is a little bit pronounced now after that. The extra point that we talked about at the beginning of the drive, obviously not as important now, but very, very important here for the last 5 minutes to try and punch it in for 2.
So another 2-point conversion try from the 1.5-yard line. Cooksey sends Carter in motion. Hands it off to Carter, running left. Carter hit, turns it up, and he's not going to get in. He comes up short, but Poteau's got to score twice. In the last 5:05, the Blanchard defense will be back out there with a 26-14 lead. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy.
Maldonado with a squib kick after that Blanchard touchdown. The ball is still rolling around, picked up out across the 30 to the 35 to the 36-yard line. That was Maddox on the return. And a couple of Lions there in on the stop, including Clayton Bartlett for the Lions. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Poteau at the 36. 5 minutes even to go. That's how far away the Blanchard Lions are from a berth in the Class 4A state championship game on Thursday night in Edmond. First and 10
plays. No big plays. They've only gotten 2 on you this whole game.
Under center. Tekla, fake handoff, looking to throw. Has a man, middle of the field. Pass is caught by Ballard inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. That's Pierce Ballard on the grab. Big gain on the play. Takes it into Blanchard territory.
Here's the trade-off. They're going to have to do that the entire length of the field mostly, if that's going to happen. But if you're going to get caught in one-on-one coverage like Reagan Palmer was, just got to stay glued to your man.
1st and 10 at the 39. A little confusion for Poteau as they get to the line and reshuffle. Tekla, fake handoff, looking to throw, steps up, hit as he throws, ball is fluttering and falls incomplete. Ooh, couple Blanchard players around it. That was, I believe, Hefner and Woods that were both, or excuse me, Hefner and Stacy that were both there. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 39.
This defensive line hasn't really gotten to shine much when that Poteau offense is pass blocking, but right there was a perfect example of them getting to the quarterback before he was ready to throw the ball. Defensive line has showed up in a huge, huge way tonight.
2nd and 10 at the Blanchard 39 for Poteau. 4:33 to play after that incomplete pass with the clock stopped. This is Collins in at quarterback. He hands it off, is running right that time to the 37-yard line for Poteau. That was first carry of the game for Wyatt Gamble, and he gets a couple yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 37.
Here's
4
another
down territory for sure for Poteau at this point.
Here's another problem is that Poteau has failed when they've tried to, try and take the edge. And they got to, if they're trying to get out of bounds, they got to go a whole, half field.
Collins looking to throw. It's tipped and nearly picked off. Ooh, that was Cole Watkins who got in and tipped that one as Collins rolled to his left, and his pass in the flats was tipped by Watkins and falls incomplete. 4th down and 8 for Poteau right now at the 37-yard line.
Cole Watkins has had to play behind some guys, both on the offensive side and the defensive side all season. He had a big offensive game against Bethany in the regular season.
Probably would start at just about every other team in the state, wouldn't he?
Honestly. And with Gage Ellison going down tonight, he has done nothing but step up and met the issue head on.
Here we go, 4th and 8 from the 37. Poteau needs to get it to the 29. It's a pitch right side to Perry, but a timeout called by Blanchard. Before the snap, they might have been going fullback pass there, and Blanchard might have seen it. We'll keep it right here. We do not want to miss this big 4th down play. 4th down and 8 for Poteau coming up, and I would imagine the Pirates are going to put it in the air here. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
I think if you're Blanchard, you got to be thinking, a team that doesn't pass the ball very often like Poteau, how do they get you? Well, they don't get you on just running a pass route.
Yeah.
They get you on misdirection or tricks. So right now you got to be talking about all the different ways that they could be trying to trick you on this play, including, like we saw last time, that misdirection throwback pass to the back out of the backfield.
Yeah, that one, and then the one where they were able to catch Reagan Palmer in single-man coverage.
Yeah, the little seam route.
Yeah, they got to because you just have to respect the run so much with this team because they can bite you, easily for big gash yardage if you don't. But this is a huge, huge spot here for this Blanchard defense. They've been so good this year, all throughout the season, the regular season, and in the postseason, of responding to challenges. Responding to challenges in this game, it's just another opportunity for this team to go out and make a memory, as Coach said on Tuesday on the Coaches Show.
3rd and 8 from the 37. Under center, it's Collins, who drops straight back to pass. He throws right side, floats it. It is incomplete. Incomplete. It's knocked down. It's incomplete. It's Rio Reynolds who got in there to make the play. He nearly picked it off. Honestly, Blanchard's better off that he dropped it, because they'll take over all the way up at the 37-yard line.
Speaking of players who have stepped up when players have not been in, Rio Reynolds has been huge at that corner position. With Reagan Palmer out for most of that year, he was able to step up and create that breakup on the pass there from Poteau. Pretty much seal the game here for Blanchard if nothing disastrous goes wrong, knock on wood.
Poteau fans are already heading for the exits right now with 3:50 to go from the 38-yard line. Cooksey in the shotgun, sends Carter in motion. Cooksey, handoff, left side to McIntyre. McIntyre smartly, keeping both hands on the ball, runs for 1 yard to the 39. That's the big thing here, Drake. You cannot turn the ball over if you're Blanchard.
Not at all. Luckily for them, usually when they do turn the ball over, it's when they've been driving down the field. But, yes, you're absolutely right.
This is where you would like, just because you know that he would, this is where you'd like to be able to bang Tyler Hughes up the middle if he were healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Tyler Hughes on crutches now, nursing that right leg injury. Gage Ellison also hasn't appeared, like you said earlier in the broadcast. We'll see what the deal is with those two on Tuesday.
Another handoff to McIntyre right up the middle. They're trying to rip the ball away from him. He holds on to it as he gets another yard to the 40, and Poteau's going to use a timeout. 2:59 to play, 26-14. Blanchard with the lead. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Welcome back to Catoosa. 2:59 to play. 26-14. Blanchard with the lead. 3rd down and 8. Lions trying to run this clock out and get to the state championship game. Carson Cooksey rolling to his right. He's going to slide down and stay in bounds to keep the clock running at the 38-yard line after a gain of, at the 42-yard line after a gain of 2. And Poteau's going to use their 3rd and final timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:49 to go. This is Blanchard Lions football.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside
Welcome back on a 4th down for Blanchard. Cooksey likely going to punt it away here for the Lions. Out of the shotgun formation, it's a good kick. This ball hits in the 20, bounces inside the 10, and Corrick Pierce is able to keep it in play, and Poteau jumps on it at the 4-yard line. What a kick by Carson Cooksey.
Man.
He just booted a 54-yard punt when Blanchard needed it the most. And what a play by Pierce, too, to keep that ball from going in the end zone.
Pretty much a full sprint, the full 60 for Corrick Pierce. Pretty much shoved it right at the half-yard line to keep it from going in the end zone. But what a gift for this Blanchard defense.
So Poteau's got to go 96 yards and then likely get they have to get an onside kick to win this game.
Yep.
So Blanchard Lions, the defense needs one more stop here, and this one is over.
Best field position they've had all game to do it, too.
From the 4, Tekla under center. Looking to throw. Floats one deep, right side. That pass is intercepted. Reagan Palmer. There's a flag down. It's going to be for a face mask, I think, after the interception. We'll see. If that's the case, this one is pretty much done. Brayson Carter's celebrating. I think that's what we're going to get. It is a face mask. So add 15 yards to it. Move the ball down to the 14.5-yard line. It'll actually be a half the distance penalty. And the Blanchard Lions are 150 seconds away from the state championship game.
It's been what? 10 years? 11 years? 2013, the last time this Blanchard Lions team has gone to a state championship. The closest they got was 2020. Lost in the semis versus a really good Clinton Red Tornadoes team.
And that weird COVID year, too.
Yeah, it was at Blanchard that game was. But, man, this team's risen to the occasion. Offense, defense, just an absolute stud team right here. Out there about to punch their ticket to state.
Cooksey in the gun will hand it off to Mikhail Howell right up the middle. Howell runs to the 10-yard line, and that's where he'll be tackled after a gain of about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. As Ross Johnson asking for the crowd to make a little more noise here in the last 2:11 of the game.
I mentioned it during the pregame. This Blanchard team has faced Poteau 2 times in their school's history in the past, I want to say 5 years, both in the playoffs. This will be Blanchard's first victory versus Poteau, and it comes on the 3rd matchup between the two in the school's history.
2nd down from the 10. Poteau showing blitz. Handoff Howell finds room. Down to about the 5-yard line. They'll mark him at the 6, so it's 3rd down and 2. And all Blanchard needs to do is make this official is get 2 yards on the next 2 plays. Beggars can't be choosers here, but I would love for the senior Mikhail Howell to get into the end zone and really put the exclamation point on this one.
On top of a great performance as well from Mikhail. That offensive line has put in some work this game. This is a scrappy Poteau team.
3rd down and 2 from the 6-yard line. Cooksey, handoff to Howell. Howell running right, stacked up at about the 5. In fact, they're going to mark him for no gain at the 6, so it'll be 4th and 2. Clock still rolling with 50 seconds to play. And Blanchard doesn't have to take another snap of the ball until there's about 15 seconds left. Blanchard's going to let the clock run down, I think, and Jeff Craig's going to take a timeout. Or are they just going to run it here? Nope, Coach Craig is not going to take the timeout. Blanchard out of the shotgun formation. Cooksey hands to Howell. Howell is going to be dropped for a loss at the 7, or at the 6. 15 seconds to go. Poteau will have the ball. And this one is pretty much done. The Blanchard Lions are going to advance to the state championship game on Thursday night, where they will meet the Wagner Bulldogs, who are up 35-7 on Ada right now in the fourth quarter. Cats versus Dogs.
Cats versus Dogs, and a foe that Blanchard is very familiar with in the playoffs. I believe it was the 2017 or 18 year that Wagner held the state record for most wins consecutively. Blanchard ended up beating that streak in the semi, or maybe the second round of playoffs. But
there's a handoff to Summers, and he gets a nice gain and runs out of bounds. Out near the 20-yard line with 9 seconds to play at the 18-yard line. And this should be the last play from scrimmage unless we've got an incompletion or Poteau gets out of bounds. The Pirates are going to finish the year at 12-1, and the Lions are going to improve to 12-1. As Tekla will hand it off. And Dax Collins runs out of bounds out across the 35 to the 36. So 3 seconds left. One more play, and then you'll hear the lid come off of this Blanchard sideline.
Coach is already celebrating with players on the sidelines. Blanchard had a tailgating group before the game. Brought an RV and a TV and everything. I was like, goodness gracious, man, where are we?
Tailgating a little bit after the game, too. Final play of the game with 3 seconds to go, barring a penalty. Tekla with the handoff, left side, and it's a tackle at the line of scrimmage.
That big Ben Hefner.
And that's how it ends. Ben Hefner pile drives the running back into the ground at the 39, and the Blanchard Lions are going to the state championship. Final score, Blanchard 26, Poteau 14. I will see you in Edmond on Thursday, Drake. How about that?
Man, what a win for this Lion group. After that first drive from Poteau, I truly did not know where this game was going to go. But in true Lion fashion, like they've been doing for most of the playoffs, just a resilient bunch. They responded big time. And even in the fourth quarter when Poteau had that huge kick return, you still didn't know where this game was going to go. But give props to both the offense and the defense for this Blanchard group. They kind of got in their own way a little bit there in the first half, but, man, it has never been a problem for them this season, even going down by a score no matter what time in the game. Great job by Carson Cooksey tonight, just being the commander on some of those drives, some of those responses against this Pirate group. Big shout-out to the Blanchard O-line for just doing what they've been doing all postseason, dominating the line of scrimmage. They've really hit their stride. And then on the defense, I really don't know what else you can say. This Poteau team has not had trouble scoring on anybody throughout this entire season. And after that initial drive, that Blanchard defense really settled in, arose to the challenge that was given to them, and pretty much did the best out of anyone in the state that's done so far on Poteau's offense. But I think it shows you how truly dynamic this Blanchard team is on both sides of the ball and how many playmakers they have. And it's good enough to punch their ticket to a state championship game against the Wagner Bulldogs next Thursday.
Hey, real quick, let's update you on some scores around the state. 6A1, Union leads Jinx 24-18. The lights went out at Sand Springs, so they're just starting the fourth quarter there.
Okay.
Bixby beat Owasso earlier, so you're going to either get Jinx or Union against Bixby in the 6A1 finals. In 6A2, Choctaw leads Stillwater now 29-21 in the fourth quarter, and Muskogee leads Deer Creek 34-29 in the fourth quarter. So both of those games are still very much up for grabs. In Class 5A, Carl Albert up 51-21 on Bishop McGuinness. So Carl Albert's going to take on Del City in a Mid-Del matchup in the Class 5A finals. The Class 4A finals, Blanchard and Wagner. The Lions win here tonight 26-14, and they will take on Wagner, who won 42-7. In Class 3A, Lincoln Christian leads Perkins Tryon 17-10, 6 minutes to go in the fourth. They'll play Heritage Hall, whoever the winner of that game is. Heritage Hall, how about this? They won on a last-second field goal.
Really?
At Newcastle today. The kid that kicked it, Cal Welker. The
Cal
nephew,
Welker.
I'm pretty sure,
Wes?
of Wes Welker. Yes,
Nice.
kicked a 31-yard game-winning field goal for Heritage Hall today. In Class 3A, we'll run real quickly through 2A scores. Quarterfinal games, Washington 47-14 in the fourth over Vian. Millwood beats Idabel 34-7. Jones 56-16 over Victory Christian, and Kiefer 34-14 over Alva in 2A. Class A, Fairview up big on Stroud, 56-13, fourth quarter. Hooker leading Central Salisaw 41-0 in the fourth quarter. Hominy leads Apache 40-0 in the fourth quarter, and Woodland beat Dibble 48-6 tonight. Real quickly, looking at the 8-man games in Class B, they're in the quarterfinals as well. O'Keene leads Yale 40-28 in the fourth. Velma Alma 44-30 over Drumright. That game's still in the third. Regent Prep beat Oklahoma Bible earlier today 70-50, and Sealing beat Weleetka 52-6. And then finally in Class C, the Tipton Tigers won in a mercy rule game earlier today. Pretty good when you're mercy ruling teams in the semifinals. 54-0. They await the winner of Ryan and Timberlake, and Ryan leads 40-26 in the fourth quarter. Thursday night, 7 p.m., Chad Richardson Stadium in Edmond, state championship game, Blanchard versus Wagner. I'm looking forward to it, Drake.
It's going to be awesome. It's the first championship game I've ever called. I know you're kind of a veteran in that area, but
it's always fun to call state title games. It's especially fun when you've been following a team all year long like I have with Blanchard this year, so I'm really looking forward to it. Where that game can be heard or seen, just follow Drake on Twitter at Drake Vitito or me at Todd on Sports, and we'll try to keep you up to date on those things. Big thanks to the entire crew that's done this all year long for us on the streaming. Drake, take it away. Thank everybody. You're the guy that's been here all year.
Yeah, no, I mean, that we truly couldn't do it without them, whether it be, us in the booth here at these games or the coaches' shows on Tuesdays. The great Nate obviously has been in the booth with us, having to pretty much deal with us, I should say, all season. And Ashley Robertson is pretty much the only sane person in this group. So we appreciate all the work that she does for us behind the scenes as well. But should be a fun one on Thursday.
Yeah, all
Wagner.
The camera crew. I mean, there are students who were outside tonight in the freezing weather running the cameras, doing a great job, and have done it all year long. So we appreciate all of them. We really appreciate all of you that watched or listen tonight, and if you listen to us on Classic Rock 104.5, big thanks to Reeves Mitchell back in the studio as well. Final score tonight, Blanchard 26, Poteau 14. Your Blanchard Lions are headed to the state championship. You've been listening to Blanchard Lions Football.